Hey guys, LPocker77 here and welcome back to another Silver player review. So for today's review I managed to get hold of who I think, or who I believe is to be the best Silver inform in this week's Team of the Week, and that is Inform Grenier. I managed to borrow one, so here's a review for you guys. So Inform Grenier is a French centre mid who plays for Olympique Lyon in the French League 1. He has 3-star skills and 3-star weak foot, and on the Xbox I think he was going for about 190k. Depends on how many are on the market really. He will go down in price though in the next week. And on the PS3 I did check on a PS3 account and there was only one up. I think it was up for about 350k, but I have heard he's been selling for between 200 and 300k. If you're interested in the team I used him in, I decided to try him a bit further forward. He starts off as a centre mid, but if you see his stats, I did think he could be a bit better further forward, so I tried him as a centre forward in 4-2-3-1, changed around my French League 1 Silver team. And lastly, his card stats: he has 73 pace, 77 dribbling, 72 shooting, and 81 passing. So we can take a look at his in-game stats now, and he is 6'1", he is right-footed, has medium work rates, has 3-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves. He has no player traits as well. In the physical attributes, he has 74 acceleration, 80 agility, 72 balance, 74 sprint speed and 67 strength. So to be honest, not the best physical stats. His mental attributes aren't too bad, with 70 aggression, 72 interception, 68 attacking positioning and 78 vision. Lastly, there's his skill attributes, which in my opinion are really nice for silver. He's got 81 ball control, 75 crossing, 87 curve, 77 dribbling, 70 finishing, 86 free kick accuracy, 83 long pass, 87 long shots, 84 penalties, 85 short pass, 80 shot power and 67 volleys. So we can move on to the gameplay now, and overall I think he scored about, I think it was 12 goals in 11 games, which isn't too bad. He starts as a centre mid and I obviously changed him to a centre forward, and to be honest he would probably be best in, for example, a 4-3-2-1 as a centre mid, so he can cut in and shoot. Centre forward he was slightly too slow for that position in my opinion. He's not the slowest, he does have 73 pace, but I think he did feel a little too slow for that position, and to be honest you could buy a much cheaper alternative who is faster and probably will have as good shooting. So to buy his shooting is a positive. If he gets the chance he will score, but the only problem with Grenier that I found in my opinion is actually getting the chance to score, as everyone nowadays is using the fastest defenders possible, and people are playing 5 at the back, whatever, doing everything they can to win. And I did find it slightly harder than I thought it would be to get through and have a shot on goal. So I couldn't really test out his shooting fully, but when I did get the chance I did notice his long shots weren't as good as I thought they'd be. 87 long shots and 80 shot power. You should be really hitting some with nice powerful shots from about 30-40 yards, and they should go close to going in. Did hit the crossbar and the post a few times from quite far out, but to be honest they weren't as good as I expected. So if you get through on goal he will score them, but these long shots weren't as good as I expected. They weren't as powerful as I thought they'd be. His ball control is really nice, and what I also found that was nice about him was you don't really notice in many players as passing. To be honest, every player on the game can pass it, but I did notice his link-up play and his build-up play was very good. He wasn't the one really scoring goals, he was the one playing through balls, and although every player can play through balls, he did play some really nice through balls to the attackers and did set up plenty of goals. Another thing I did notice that was good about him was the 86 free kick accuracy, the 87 curve and the 80 shot power. He did often have a good chance of scoring if you did get a free kick with him, and finesse shots as well, they were also quite good because of the curve and the finishing, and if you did get through on goal, finesse shots would usually go in and there'd be quite a high chance of it going in. Another positive I do have to mention is that he's actually nice and strong. I didn't think he'd be very tall and strong, but I didn't realise he was 6'1" until I started using him. So he's 6'1", and although his strength doesn't say he's very strong, he is quite strong and doesn't really get muscled off the ball at all, and that was really nice. So on to my overall thoughts, and is he worth it? The positives: he's tall and strong, as I just said. He is taller than I thought he'd be, and he's actually quite strong, although his stats wouldn't suggest it. He's also got really nice well-rounded stats, perfect for anywhere from a centre mid to centre forward position. He also has great finishing, although it's sometimes hard to get him through on goal. If he does get through on goal, he will usually finish it straight in the top corner or finesse it around the keeper. And also it's got really good link-up play with the strikers and the centre attacking mids in a 4-2-3-1, or probably any other formation you use. In negatives though, he's very expensive at the moment. Between 200 and 300k is a lot for this sort of player, considering the cheaper alternatives available, which is another negative. There are many cheaper alternatives available, probably play just as good or just as well as Grenier, such as the upgraded Mabronk. They have very similar stats, and if you're playing them at centre mid, you probably won't notice much of a difference between Mabronk and Grenier. And also, I would say that he's not as good as his stats suggest. He does have nice shooting, but with the 87 long shots and 80 shot power, I would expect him to have much more powerful shooting and have more of a chance of scoring from further out. Lastly, is he worth the coins? Obviously, he's going to go down in price, so if you can get him maybe for 100k when he does go down in price, between 100 and 150, something like that, I would say he might be worth it. But to be honest, for his current price, and considering the alternatives you can use, I wouldn't say he's worth it. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this silver player review of Inform Grenier. Hopefully when I do get this on YouTube, it will be the first review up on YouTube, much like my Inform Sun review last week. I'm trying to get these reviews out as soon as I can. So if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give it a rating, and as usual, if there's anyone in particular you do want me to review, such as any of the new upgraded players, then please feel free to let me know in the comments. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Cheers.